All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our virtual ribbon cutting and ADA celebration. We had hoped to be able to host you all personally live, but the pandemic had other plans for us. So we're doing the next best thing. It's great to look out there and see your guys' smiling faces and see the variety of people that are there. We're excited to be able to celebrate the change of our organization from Space Coast Center for Independent Living to Resource Center for Disability Solutions, and celebrate a groundbreaking law like the Americans with Disabilities Act. We have Rose Miles, our Executive Director, just to share a few words with you.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us virtually. We're excited to even have the event. And so we thank you for taking the time and logging in and watching this virtual ribbon cutting. And to be with the spirit of the ADA and celebrating the 30 year of the ADA, American with Disabilities Act, I want to remind you that our organization started 45 years ago in 1975 with the vision of parents wanting to make opportunities available to their children with disabilities. And so back in 1975, this spirit was alive and brewing. And then in 1990, we had the American with Disabilities Act actually signed into place. And this has kept our organization going and going, 45 years strong. So with that note, I would like to open it up to a brief history of how we got to this point. Thank you.
Enjoy this short slideshow in honor of Resource Center for Disability Solutions' 45 years of providing necessary services to people of all ages with disabilities, veterans and seniors in both Brevard and Indian River counties, and to kick off a year-long celebration of the passing of the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990. Established in 1975 as the Space Coast Association for the Physically Handicapped, this was a membership organization providing individual and systems advocacy, durable medical equipment, and many other services to those with physical disabilities. Upon the signing of the ADA in 1990 by President George H.W. Bush, it became even more crucial to help advocate for these changes for people with all types of disabilities. The newspaper headlines showed a lot of discrimination and issues for the disabled community, such as recreation inaccessible for the handicapped. Handicapped seek removal of barriers. Woman says her classes are inaccessible, and Brevard County is an obstacle course for the handicapped, and barriers still there to overcome. After the ADA passed, the term handicapped was replaced with disabled. In the 1980s, the name was changed to the Space Coast Center for Independent Living and rebranded again in 2019 as doing business as Resource Center for Disability Solutions in order to embrace those consumers in Indian River County as well. This week, we celebrate 45 years of experience connecting clients and their caregivers to a vast network of services that simplifies and improves daily life. Services are mostly the same now as it was then. Counseling, loans of wheelchairs and other medical equipment, independent living skills training, referrals to community service providers, awareness and outreach. With the passing of the ADA, more people with many types of disabilities were integrating into communities needing further advocacy, transportation, and accessibility. During the disability movement, laws prohibiting discrimination under the ADA, such as housing, employment, education, communications, and other public accommodations, were enacted. Organizations such as Centers for Independent Living were crucial to community awareness and systems advocacy, ensuring all people with disabilities have equal access to everything anyone else does. Eventually, transportation in Brevard County was added. Vans were leased, but in March of 2019, the Resource Center for Disability Solutions was able to purchase a van. RCDS now has a fleet of 4 vans with lifts and 5 drivers. The Resource Center for Disability Solutions has been here and will continue to be here, helping to uphold the spirit of the Americans with Disabilities Act, which is to ensure genuine, meaningful opportunities for all individuals to live and fully participate in their communities. The staff at RCDS continued providing services during the recent pandemic, assisting with transportation needs, delivery of food to those who are homebound, providing referrals and solutions, and working with area organizations to meet the needs in the areas we serve. Thank you for celebrating with us. We look forward to continuing our services, connecting people, highlighting resources, and improving lives.
Thank you very much, Bright Feets, for making that video for us. Bright Feets is one of the organizations in the community we partner with to work with people for disabilities, and they did a fabulous job. So thank you so much. I'm out here joined right now by Kim and some of the ambassadors from the Indian River Chamber of Commerce. They're helping us with the ribbon cutting. We're thankful that they're out here, and they're standing next to one of our vans that came down from Brevard County. And so we just have it set out here to show a little bit of what we do. This is one of our vans that is usually out on the road all the time, taking our consumers to doctor's appointments, legal appointments, shopping, all of those kinds of things. So right now we've got Donna Morgan from our Rockledge office that's going to share with us a little bit about the Americans with Disabilities Act and why it's so important and why we're celebrating it.
Hello, my name is Donna, and I'm from RCDS in Rockledge. We are so excited to be celebrating our 45th year as a Center for Independent Living, and also July 26, 1990 marks the 30th anniversary of the signing of the Americans with Disability Act, the ADA, by President George Bush, which Title I, II, III, and IV become law. Title I prohibits workplace discrimination. Title II secures access to services, programs, and activities provided by state and local governments such as public schools. Title III requires public accommodations such as wheelchair ramps. Title IV provides telecommunication services for the hearing and speech impaired. So we're all very excited, and it's way to the ADA. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna, for that. Appreciate you sharing that with us. We were able to get in touch with the new lady in Europe. Here.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I was muted. I apologize. Thank you, Donna, for what you've done. Next, we're going to have a speech from Mira Gaetanis. She impressed us with a video that we watched of a speech she gave at the Youth Leadership Forum, which is one of the things that we do at the state level. We gather a lot of youth together. They learn how to lead youth with disabilities and how they can make a difference in the world. And I believe, if I'm correct, Mira, you can correct us on that. Michelle, we need to get her unmuted as well. I believe that she wants to go on to law school to become a advocacy lawyer, which is awesome. So, Mira, you've got a few words for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, good morning. I would like to say first off that it's an honor to be invited to speak at the virtual ribbon cutting and the 30th anniversary celebration hosted by the Resource Center for Disability Solutions this afternoon. And I'd like to give special thanks to Rose Miles for inviting me to come today. And I would also like to say that it's wonderful that you all are celebrating your 45th anniversary. That's quite an achievement. So, these past few months have brought to light many aspects of disability awareness and the importance of inclusion. Without the passing of the Americans with Disabilities Act, it would have been much more difficult for me to receive my education. Now, I attend college at Florida State University, my major being public relations, and I'm starting a whole new journey, hoping to go to law school after that. So here's some background information about me. I was born with the visual impairment retinopathy of prematurity, which causes abnormal blood vessel growths in the area around the retina. My retina started to detach, and I had to have laser eye surgery as well as vitrectomy, which is a surgery that changed the fluid in my eyes. These surgeries caused me to have a narrowed field of vision, as well as blind spots, which is caused by retinal scarring. Although I am a student with low vision, that does not change the fact that I love to be involved in my community. Before the whole pandemic happened, I volunteered with the Tallahassee Youth Orchestra. I also had the pleasure of being the co-principal of the Tallahassee Youth Orchestra when I was attending it. Now I'm an alumni. And I was also in my middle school orchestra, I was the principal violist, which means I had to lead the section. It was very difficult to read the music at first, but with the help of my mom, my eye doctors, as well as my music teachers, we developed a plan on how I could read music. In the end, we decided to use a static monocular, which is a pair of glasses like these, but it has a magnifier in the top, so it zooms in on the music, one small section at a time. And it's mounted in the center of the left lens. This tool has helped me to gain a sense of independence, and it has also taught me the importance of self-advocacy, as well as the importance of creating a team who will be by your side no matter what. Growing up, I've always had a thirst for knowledge. Having access to an equal education is incredibly important to me. It gives everyone the opportunity to learn, and it's important to note that some of us learn differently than others. I've found that some of the most fascinating discussions and important lessons have come out of courses that are both diverse and inclusive. These types of courses challenge us the most because it's hard to understand someone's perspective if you've never had the opportunity to hear it. This is just one reason out of many others that shows us why we need our classrooms to be inclusive for everyone, including those with disabilities. I have taken both honors and AP level courses for the entirety of my middle and high school career. I love to challenge myself just to see how far I can go. And I take some of the most difficult courses, and I passed with flying colors. Even in elementary school, I would be in the same classes as my twin sister, who she does not have a disability. And we were both equally successful. And my successes thus far would not have been possible without the concept of inclusion and the use of my accommodations, like my vision tools, which include my monocular and Bug's Eye, which is a dome-shaped magnifier used for close distance reading. Sometimes, especially in some of the higher level courses, I run into a predicament where a teacher doesn't understand why I need accommodations or doesn't understand how to provide them. This gives me the opportunity to explain my accommodations and why I need them. My accommodations allow me to show you what I know. It may take me a bit longer to read something because of my vision, but that doesn't mean I don't have a grasp on the material. Like any student in the class, I'll ask questions if I don't understand something that we covered. One time, I had a teacher say to me, "You're smart, so you probably won't need to use your accommodations." My accommodations are not related to my intelligence. They're tools for me to get the school materials in an accessible format so that I can have an equal opportunity to show you what I know. But encountering these types of situations is really important because it allows for growth from both sides. The student has the opportunity to practice self-advocacy, and it challenges the teacher to think about how they can make their curriculum and classwork more accessible to all of their students. Embracing the growth mindset is an important key factor in this process. It may be frustrating at first, but it's important to look past that and seek the end goal. My dad's always explained this concept to me, and he actually showed me Brian Dassler's TED Talk. And one of my favorite quotes from it is, "Smart is not who you are, it's what you do." If you put in the work on your end and do your part, then you've done your duty. Although I believe this is true, it's also true that there are times where that's not enough. And sometimes you have to get others involved. Alexandra Desmagier once said, "When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower." If everyone works together while being rooted in the growth mindset, I know that we can create our own little gardens of learning, both in and outside the classroom. After all, success is an inside job, and it all starts with you. Thank you.
Mira, thank you so much. That was tremendous, and you made Florida State proud today. Go Noles. Both my oldest kids are graduates there, so good school choice as well. Thank you so much for what you've done. Well, again, thank you for coming. We've got one last thing we're going to do. We're going to do our ribbon cutting, so I'm going to switch around, and we're going to, with Kim from the Indian River Chamber and Rose, we're going to cut the ribbon and celebrate our name change from Space Coast Center for Independent Living to Resource Center for Disability Solutions.
Great, Rose, go ahead. Thanks, Kim. Well, we're so excited. We actually get to cut the ribbon. This is my first time cutting a ribbon, so I'm excited to be here with the Indian River Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for making this possible.
Thank you, Rose. Go ahead and hit the suit. Okay, we'll take
Okay, thank you so much for coming out and joining us today. I'm trying to get everyone into this. We really appreciate you coming to this. We hope you come out to our virtual meet and greet. Let me show you over here. We've got a tent set up. If you come down and visit us at our Vero Beach office, we've got some giveaways. We've got some goodie bags we're going to be giving out to you. And we also have an opportunity to enter some drawings for some gift cards. We've got a Milligan's restaurant gift card. We've got some Publix gift cards. We've got some Starbucks gift cards. So we have a lot of stuff. We just want to celebrate with you. It'll be really easy. You just drive through. We're going to hand some stuff to you. You can drop off a business card. If you're not coming down, but you want to enter the drawings, if you'll just put your name, your address, or your name, your email address, and a phone number in the chat box here on Zoom, you can select just sending that to us if you want to keep that private. We'll add you to our drawing that we're going to be doing here at about 1 o'clock. Our drive-through is going to be 11:30 to 12:30. Again, we thank you for coming out, being a part of this, and we hope that you can come out and just say hi to us as you drive by. So thank you again for coming, and we'll talk to you later.